Oh, wait, what? The camera is rolling? Well, I didn't actually rehearse a subject, but now since you're all here, I might as well introduce myself. My name's Eric Dorr, and subject. What is the subject of this video? Somebody have something? No? Okay. Okay. I went to a meetup recently for people interested in the MBTI, and I came there and I sat down and I introduced myself, and somebody asked me what my type was. And I responded INFJ. And one of the girls immediately blurted out, "You don't look like an INFJ." And I was like, okay. And I started wondering, like, what does an INFJ look like? What did she see in me that didn't look like an INFJ? Was it my nose size? Was it my teeth, my eyes? Is there something on my face, like, that makes me look like I'm not an INFJ? There must be, right? There must be something that makes someone make such a comment about someone they've only known for like 5 seconds, right? Well, she ended up saying that I was too eloquent to be an INFJ, and I guess that's a compliment, so I didn't really take much care for it. Because to me, like, INFJs tend to be pretty eloquent. INFJs tend to be pretty good at speaking out publicly. Like, they tend to be pretty decent at overall rallying people and like that whole managing of social causes thing. A lot of INFJs are activists. A lot of INFJs stand up and talk about things they are passionate about, subjects they're passionate about. So if I'm too eloquent to be an INFJ, then I must be some kind of next level INFJ or something, right? The subject kind of landed there. We didn't really move past that too much. Still, I find myself thinking for a second there, like, what can we say about, like, stereotyping? Because I find that there is a big problem in the MBTI community with stereotyping. People know you from just reading a single 140 sign tweet. People know your type from just seeing a short message on Facebook. People seem to know your type just because of a word choice. And people seem to have these stereotypical ideas, and it all comes down to speed reading. There are people out there that say they can find out your type in just 5 seconds, by just seeing your face, by just seeing your eyes, by just hearing you speak for a second there. Just 1 millisecond, that's all. Then they know your type. They know exactly who you are. They have you figured out. And a lot of people, of course, find it fascinating, like, wow, that sounds like magic. I want to know that skill. If I was able to know another person's type in just 5 seconds, well, sign me up for the course. I'm here to learn. I want to be a speed reader just like you. And then you go to these courses, and of course the essential basics of speed reading is, of course, type is something easy. It's easy to know somebody else's type. It's easy to figure out what type you are. And people who don't, they're stupid, they're wrong, they're ignorant. They don't realize. They don't see how simple it is. Well, let me tell you something. Did you know that there's something like a curve? When people start learning about the MBTI, immediately, of course, in the beginning, you get overwhelmed, of course, because there is so much new stuff that you haven't even thought about. So you start devouring all these subjects. And when you hit like 2 weeks of understanding, that's when you start getting very comfortable with it. You start being comfortable about your type, ideally at least. You start getting comfortable about others' types. Everything in your life has fallen into place. You know your family, you know everything. You finally got it all organized. You mastered the system. Or at least that's what you think. When you're in this stage, it's very easy to get like caught up in that arrogance of how simple it seems in that moment. But you've just scratched the surface. You've just like begun to poke that big hole that is human psychology. That thing that psychologists study for 5 years before they get the actual ability to speak out and give people therapy. You've only known that for like 2 weeks and you haven't even studied it at school. You've just read some articles on the internet about human psychology. And, well, you've learned something and while you find it fun, you're just getting started. Trust me, I've gone through about 50 existential crises when it comes to human psychology since I started working on it many years ago. I've gone through so many phases of, oh my fucking god, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my god, I don't know how to type people. I don't know which type I am. I don't know. I realize I find myself falling between those, oh my god, I'm so certain I've got everything figured out, into I have no clue. Until, okay, now I got it. Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, now I got it. Oh no, I didn't. And that's how it's supposed to be. Truth is, if you're interested in learning about psychology, you best get rid of that like arrogant like tendency that can come up in all of us. It's so easy to get invested in what you know. And it's so easy to get arrogant. But if you're interested in learning, you have to get rid of that, because as soon as you get arrogant, you stop learning, you stop questioning, you stop thinking deeper. And you start falling into stereotypes. I think as a final word, I would like to leave you all with this. If you meet somebody who seems like an expert, someone who seems like they know everything, question them and see how they respond. And if you see somebody who knows very little, or who seems uncertain, or seems to doubt, maybe consider that maybe they know a little more than they seem to. So, if you want to help out and build a personality psychology without the stereotypes, feel free to leave a like, feel free to share this video with other people you think should see this message. And, of course, if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.